All right, well, police continuing to search for a person of interest in yesterday's mass shooting on a subway train in Brooklyn.
Now, according to police, Frank James, 62 years old, rented a U-Haul van that is believed to be connected to the attack. Joining us right now, Mayor Eric Adams from his home in Gracie Mansion. Mayor, nice to have you back on Good Day New York.
Thank you. Good morning. Good to see you.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about this manhunt. I know you have a lot of people on the case looking for Mr. James.
Yeah, please, can we
He
roll
does not look
18?
like he is a marathon runner. How close are you to finding him?
We are going to find him. It's clear that the net is going to decrease, and with the help of New Yorkers, if anyone see him, we're asking them to report to the police department immediately. You're going to see a complement of police officers in our subway system as well today. But the goal is this person clearly brought a level of violence and terror into our subway system. That was his intention. And when we apprehend him, we'll find out the exact cause behind this to make a proper classification.
Can we talk about the cameras? I think a lot of people are very upset that the cameras were not working in the subway. Inexcusable. How long were they out for, and how many cameras were not working?
And that's a question that we're seeking as well. Of the New York City Police Department, we do not control the cameras. They're controlled by the MTA, and they have been extremely cooperative. And we want to dig into exactly how long they were out and how many cameras are out throughout the entire system. They're doing that analysis. The purpose of those cameras is to assist us in cases like these. And so we are concerned that the cameras were out, and we're also asking for answers to those questions.
I mean, they get a ton of money, the MTA. I mean, and they've taken a lot of our tax dollars and want more. I mean, we should at least know that security is, up and running in the subways.
Oh, and I'm sure that the MTA has been cooperating with the NYPD. We don't know if it was the feed or the lack of recording, but I'm sure by the morning hours we'll have a full understanding of what took place there.
I think people just want to know that someone will be held accountable for those cameras not being in a working condition. So maybe that's something that you could oversee, that someone may have to lose their job for that within the MTA.
You know, oftentimes that's one of the parts of being the mayor of this city. Although the system runs through our territory, it is really a creature of the state, and New York City, our tax dollars may go to it, but we don't have any real oversight on what happens within our subway system.
Well, I want to ask you then, you work closely in step with Police Commissioner Keechant Sewell. Yesterday, the first press conference, she said that this was not an act of terrorism. You came on camera, after that saying this was an act of terror, that someone did terrorize our system. I just want to know, what is the definition of terrorism nowadays, especially when it applies to here in New York City? It seems like we may have differing definitions of this.
I know the police commissioner and I, we have the same definition. And as I stated, the individual created terror. An official designation of terrorism is when we apprehend him, and we're able to find out his motive and cause. We know he brought terror. He was intentionally using a smoke bomb type device. He put on a gas mask. He discharged over 30 rounds of ammunition. That is intentional terror, premeditated terror. And what she was stating, she wanted to be extremely cautious, and if to properly identify something as terrorism without having all of her evidence. And I commend her for the job she has done thus far. This is good old-fashioned detective work to piece together all the pieces to find the van. We were really concerned about the van, to get his identification, to bring together the city, state, and federal agencies. She has done an amazing job in zooming in on this individual in such a short period of time.
And meanwhile, this guy has you supposedly, reportedly on his radar. Are you happy that you have to be in isolation right now?
No, I'm not. You know me. You know I want to be on the ground. I would be on the subway system today if I was not quarantining. It was very difficult for me not to be at 36th Street and at some of our command centers, but I have to listen to the orders from our healthcare professionals. But trust me, Saturday I will be back, and I will be riding our trains, talking to our passengers, because part of leadership is not only what we do actually, but it's symbolic as well. And I'm going to lead from the front our city out of this dangerous environment that we're seeing. And it's over proliferation of guns. We took 1,800 guns off our streets in the last few months. That is just unacceptable, that the continuous flow of guns and ghost guns, like the ghost gun that killed the 16-year-old baby in the Bronx. These are the rivers that I keep talking about damming, and why I have this level of urgency and fighting against the violence we're seeing in our city.
Yeah, well, we wish you luck, Mayor, because it seems like it's never ending.
Yes, thank you for having me this morning.
Mayor Eric Adams, thank you.